We are live.
We are?
We live.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know we were going live today.
Wait, what? I thought I told you, Britt.
Wow, I thought this was
I
just a
didn't know we
private
were doing
Zoom.
live.
I thought this was a
We're live.
private Zoom conversation. We are?
Oh my
We
mercy.
live.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know we were going live today.
Oh, let me
Wait,
check.
what?
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting to mute the YouTube.
I just heard myself. That was like, who? That's
Wait.
not Puerto Rican. Hold on. Wait.
No, no. I'm JC.
I mean, I'm JC. I mean, you are in Chicago, but
Oh,
maybe it's my alter ego. If I had an alter ego, like he probably would be a White Sox fan because the Cubs suck so bad. I'm just kidding.
we weird.
Well, welcome to our cyber soiree, everyone.
This is not the day, JC.
I'm sorry. It's been a hard day. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this day, this week,
It's been a very. It's been a
the year has
very.
sucked.
Yeah.
Oh yes, me.
Yeah.
But welcome to our cyber soiree.
I'll be bad, guys. I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna be really rough. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
This is hard, man. This week has been challenging. Uh and oh man, I need to turn my messages off. But we're thankful. We got some songs for you guys. We've got some poetry. Um we have someone coming to do our devotional today, and we're really excited about doing this, even during a time where it feels like so many of us are at a loss for words, or we're all tapped out because we've said them all and we've been saying them all week. It's this is just the real, the raw. This is the people, the artists, the
Yeah.
the everything of I don't know, the whole sum of what we are, and we're giving it to you, and we're really grateful to be able to be here and for you guys to be with us. And I hope that was a decent intro.
That was a great
That
intro,
was-
Britt. You
I-
did a great job with that. You smoked that.
You did.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I feel
totally
for
got us off on the wrong foot. I apologize.
No,
I think it was the right foot.
that
It
was
was
a,
right.
It was the right foot.
good foot. That was a good foot.
So
On
I,
the good foot. Ha.
I love to insert a segue here for a song. Here is our transition.
We are a mess, guys.
Our
The
baby's crying
kingdom is
upstairs.
Gabby and JC's, and they're going to talk about it.
yeah.
We gotta talk about it.
You need
Or they're
to.
going to sing about it.
We gonna sing about it. Man, it's been crazy here. I'm like all out of whack.
Yo, y'all are in Minneapolis right
Yeah.
now.
Y'all
Yeah.
at y'all at
My
ground zero.
phone,
Yeah,
my phone is blowing up
we are in
right now.
Minneapolis right now. Um,
Jesus.
it's been crazy. So we have friends downtown right now and protesting, and there was a semi that went through a crowd of people. Um, so we're just praying for our friends. A lot of friends that live in North and South Minneapolis. Um, our brother lives in Northeast Minneapolis, so we're just yeah. It's been a hard week. So yeah,
We love y'all.
we
We
love
love you
you
too.
guys so much.
Like some of the texts that y'all was sending in the last few days, I was like, God protect them. And I think one of the most heartbreaking images that I've like seen from people in protests the last few days, and when I went yesterday, was watching people wear face masks
Mm.
and like just trying to like protect themselves and others while trying to protest this thing called racism. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And just the text and the images I think we've all been sending to each other for the last few days, it just breaks our hearts.
Yeah.
Breaks everybody's hearts.
I saw a video earlier today of three black men standing in the street, and one was close to 50. One was around our age, like right at the top of his 30s, and then one was 16 years old, and they were the older man was telling the older man wanted to go riot.
Mhm.
The in between 31-year-old guy was explaining to him, you can't do that, and then he turned to the 16-year-old and just like broke it down like you are the only one here with the actual opportunity to come up with a better way because you're 16 and you have your whole life ahead of you. He's upset at 46. We did it. We like our generations did it the wrong way. He's mad at 46. I'm mad at 31. You're mad at 16. There's 3 generations of just like black men in the street that don't have a clue what to do with their anger, and that broke my heart today, and I haven't recovered from it.
Mm.
Um, and so this is and that, yeah, and to boot, all of our cities around us. My wife is frightened. My daughter is oblivious, because she's 4. But like, it's just, man, like who'd ever thought we'd get here? Like,
Yeah.
um. So it's what an awful week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really awful week, but yeah, God helps us. God help us.
Yes.
And social media has been like, I've had hope for people, like for people just seeing stuff, and then I just lose all hope in humanity sometimes when I see
Right.
stuff. But our here in Minneapolis, our community, we went down there actually, and the community is coming together. There's a lot of hurt, obviously, but there's so much love down there. And people, I mean, people are bringing in groceries and cleaning the street. We went down to clean the streets, and they were clean by like 1 o'clock. Um, People are coming together, so that's been really cool.
Yeah. Still believing for justice.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Um,
Mercy.
Wow.
yeah.
Should we sing?
Yeah.
I love y'all.
Love you too.
I love
Love
you.
you.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you. I really do love you, JC and Gabby.
I love you too.
I love
Seriously.
you a lot.
A lot of love.
Let's see.
I
Love you
love you too, D.
I love you too, Brittany.
All right. I'm gonna turn some pretties on my voice. Some reverbs. All right. I'm gonna sing "The Kingdom Is Yours." Blessed are the ones who do not bury all the broken pieces of their heart. Blessed are the tears of all the weary, pouring like a sky of falling stars. Blessed are the wounded ones in mourning, brave enough to show the Lord their scars. Blessed are the hurts that are not hidden, open to the healing touch of God. The kingdom is yours. The kingdom is yours. Hold on a little more. This is not the end. Hope is in the Lord. Keep your eyes on Him.
Blessed are the ones who walk in kindness, even in the face of great abuse. And blessed are the deeds that go unnoticed, serving with unguarded gratitude. And blessed are the ones who fight for justice, longing for the coming day of peace. And blessed is the soul that thirsts for righteousness, welcoming the last, the lost, the least. The kingdom is yours. The kingdom is yours. Hold on a little more. This is not the end. Hope is in the Lord. Keep your eyes on Him. The kingdom is yours. The kingdom is yours. Hold on a little more. This
this is not the end. Hope is in the Lord. Keep your eyes on Him. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Benditos son los pobres en espíritu. Blessed are the pure in heart. That's real, y'all.
The baby is yours.
Ooh.
I don't even know if I could even do that last verse,
I
though, to
know.
be real.
See?
Wow.
I got you.
D, you got it?
You
Please?
got it.
Please?
Blessed are the ones who suffer violence and still have strength to love their enemy. Blessed is the faith of those who persevere. Though they fall, they'll never know defeat. Hey, the kingdom is yours. The kingdom is yours. Hold on a little more. This is not the end. Hope is in the Lord. Keep your eyes on Him. The kingdom is yours. The kingdom is yours. Hold on a little more. This is not the end. Hope is in the Lord. Keep your eyes on Him. Hold on a little more. This is not the end. Hope is in the Lord. Keep your eyes on Him.
Aw. I'm breaking and waiting, watching your hands on the clock, and I wonder if you see how I feel. You're shifting and blaming, aiming your politics right in my neck, trying to change how I feel. I sing to the only home I've ever known. I'm asking her how we've come to live in a nightmare, American grown, where we let the good die young. Yeah, we let the good die young. Oh, oh, it's not just
the classrooms, the sound congregations and concert lines, asking if you see how I feel. Yeah, and all those bar stools, all of the children who ran to hide are wishing that you'd see how I feel. I sing to the only home I've ever known. I'm asking her how we've come to live in a nightmare, American grown, where we let the good die young. They're shooting the stars and you're watching them fall in the comfort of your own home. We live in a nightmare, American grown, but we let the good die young. Yeah, we let the good die young. Oh, 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 we let the good die young. Oh, oh, oh. So I sing to the only home I've ever known. I'm asking her how we've come to live in a nightmare, American grown, but we let the good die young. Well, I've spoken up, but it wasn't enough, 'cause a son lost a father today. A woman was gunned down today. Tell me your heart doesn't break. Don't send me your thoughts and prayers, 'cause they don't go anywhere when we let the good die young.
That was so good. Wow, that song.
I initially wasn't going to sing it because it's a song that we wrote about mass shootings.
Yeah.
But people have been tagging me in like just covers of this song,
Yeah.
and I just thought I get it, but hard times, man.
Yeah.
Hard
Thank you
times.
for singing it, though.
Oh, thank you. Hi, children.
Here comes the whole fam. I
Also,
wanna.
that's my laundry right there.
Hey, we all. This is real life. This is real life right now.
My kids.
It is.
I love it. I want to invite Brandi Miller. She's just a powerful, influential voice right now in our world. I'll say. So if she's here, I want her to jump on and share some thoughts with us today. Hi, Brandi.
Hey guys.
Hi,
Okay.
friend.
If you could just leave your video on, I think I just need to see your faces.
Yeah.
I had I had prepared words to say, and I think that something about a time like this, prepared words don't really, I don't know, they doesn't work. It's all moving so fast right now, and I think even as we're singing the songs, they hit really differently, because I think for a lot of folks, myself included, maybe the songs can be some sort of virtue signaling, or a way of being look, my politics are so great or whatever, but they hit really different when a man is dead, and when our friends are in the streets and getting tear gassed, and when our houses are in places of danger. It just hits differently, and I think it's been important for me in this moment just to get to be affected, and to be affected together, and to, I don't know, I just am thinking about how I'm gonna cuss just because it's like all I have right now, but I think it's just like so fucked up that this is why we're together. Like we haven't seen humans in person in months, and the reason we're doing it is because of this.
Yeah.
And then people are complaining about disruption, and I'm like, man, our God is a God of disruption. Our God is a God that is affected by what affects us, and that shows up, you know. And so as we are affected and we show up, I'm just feeling the weight of that being the reason why we're seeing each other for the first time in a long time. And so I don't really know what to do with that.
Yeah.
And the thing that I have found myself praying today and yesterday is just the phrase like God of my ancestors, which I think is just really different to say. Remember the God of my ancestors who were enslaved, my ancestors who survived Jim Crow, some of who are still alive, right? Like that the same God who rescued can rescue again. And I think that maybe some people just need to hear that, because for me, I think it's been important for me to remember that our story isn't a new story, it's an old story, and our God is not a new God, but a very old God who has always cared about justice, even when people who don't look like me don't, or who tell me that my life doesn't matter. And so I think there are moments for prepared things, and I think there's moments just to be affected. And I think I don't know how to be anything but affected right now. And I don't know what to do with that. And so even as I think about like the words that I intended to say, like I wanted to talk about Pentecost and the disruption of Pentecost and how God shows up in that space. And I think that's important and that's good, but I think that maybe some of us just need to let ourselves feel. And I don't just mean Black folks, like I mean all of us, because at Pentecost, we have an experience where everyone in a community is being affected by a word and by a movement of the Holy Spirit and by the proximity and closeness of God. And I think I wonder in these dark times, these social media present times, these inundated with more information than our brains can actually process, like if there is just space for us to be human. Like even as I get texts from y'all about the activism that you're doing and the protests that you're doing, I'm like, man, human bodies shouldn't have to do this. Like, this isn't what God prepared God's people for, made God's people for, wanted for God's people. And so I just didn't want to show up here and be like, yeah, here's some nice words that we could say to make people feel better. Because really the question I'm asking is like, where is God and where is justice? Where is God? Where is justice? Where is the God of justice? And I think that in the songs and in my own humanity, I'm finding some moment of godness, of divinity, of seeing people fight for freedom in the same way that Jesus came to fight for freedom for us. And so I think I just want to pray to be as Christian as I am, and just to offer a prayer for those of us who are hurting and the collective that is hurting, because I don't know that I actually have much more to offer than that. So. God of my ancestors, I just breathe in and breathe out, knowing that you are present and real and care more about people, care more about me, care more about my friends and our country than I do. I know that you believe that my life matters, that our lives matter, that Black lives matter, that you are against violence and police brutality, that you are against systemic oppression, and that you are strong enough to hold that when we are not. And so I think about the crucified Christ, lynched in his own time, and recognize your love, Jesus, went as far as to die like some of us die. And I just pray that as we see you on the cross, that we would see, they would see the love that you poured out, and that would be enough to not let our brother be the one who is there too. To not let our sibling be the one who is there too. And so, God, I pray that you would soften us to this moment. This is a critical moment in our history and in our lives. So I pray that you would protect us from numbness, from apathy, from going beyond what our human boundaries can take. Would you make known to us what is ours to hold today and what is not? When is our time to act and when is our time to step away for a minute? I pray specifically that you would give us good discipleship around social media and how much to be on and off of our screens. Yeah, would you just come in your power and in your peace to bring peace? God, you've always used your people to do it. So would we be those people in this time? Because you've brought us for such a time as this. Amen.
Okay, you want to sit here with me or you want to sit in a couch? We can watch a movie when
So much going on.
Brandi, I appreciate the tears that are being cried from all of us. I don't have any anymore.
Mm.
And I don't have any more anger. I don't have any more energy to yield. It was a realization of that led me to writing the medicine that I'm going to do in a second. Was that there was a realization that I don't have anything left. Sweetheart, you have to go back to the couch with that because it's too loud, baby. I'm almost done.
We're all struggling with that.
Yeah. Sorry, bathroom to mom. So yeah. So anyway, I'll just sing the song. I may not remember all the words, and yeah. There's a sickness here that threatens to divide us, and we're all afraid to say its name out loud. But Lord, I know that you can heal us of this virus, so we need you right now. And there's a darkness here that's dangerous and aggressive. It's harder every day to shake its power. But Lord, I know that you can free us from oppression. So we need you right now. 'Cause we don't know what to do. So we turn our eyes to you. And we've run out of words to say. But if you come and have your way, you can save us from ourselves. Before our wounds hurt someone else, we need you now. What does it mean to have compassion for another? How can I claim the love of God that I can't see? If I can find the will to harm and kill my brother, 'cause he neglected to look like me. And I can speak the words of men and songs of angels. I can lend all my possessions to the poor. But if your love can't move the mountain of my hatred, somehow I missed you, and I need you so much more. 'Cause I don't know what to do, so I'll turn my eyes to you. And I've run out of words to say. You can come and have your way. Would you save me from myself before my wounds hurt someone else? I need you now. Hey, yeah. you did for my ancestors, God. We need a miracle, like you did for Martin and Malcolm and Mecca, like you did for Mama Till, God. We need a miracle. We need you now. Hey, you don't heal us, we'll never be healed. And if you don't change us, we'll never be better. If you don't deliver us, we'll never be free. We need you now.
Thank you, D. Can I pray for us? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Father, to echo the words of my brother, we need you now. More than ever before, we need you now. We need your justice to flow. We need your hand of protection. We need you, Father. Only you can heal us. Only you can make us better. And Lord, we cry out to you, asking for you to come. Lord, we are here, we are grieving, we are mourning, we are at a loss. But we know that you can bring about change. We know that you are not unjust. We need you now. We need you now. Let it be so. Let it be so. Amen.
She's muted.
Can't hear you, Brittany. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, JC. Thank you, D. Thank you, Brandi.
Seriously.
Thanks, Brandi.
That was beautiful. I think honesty trumps our plans more often than not. So thank you for being true to that moment, Brandi. Yeah, we have someone wonderful coming next. She has actually never been here on the Cyber Soirée before, and we're so happy to have her here. Asha, where you at, girl?
Asha.
Canada.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hey.
Yay.
Hey.
Hi.
We really trying, and I
You
really
love
appreciate
who
us.
I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Hey, now I hit. Don't worry about it.
Thank you for being here and for sharing with
Having
us
me.
today.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it's so good to be with you guys. um, yeah. I was talking to the guys earlier. Like I work in the emergency room. So in the midst of the pandemic, it's and everything that's going on, grief takes on a really different um, process.
Yeah,
You don't get to process the way I don't get to like meet up with my family and sing and dance and cry together, so
yeah,
talk about it. it's just different. So I'm really grateful, even if it's digitally, to sit with you all.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being here with us.
So I'll share that poem. It's short. It's unpolished. It's something I wrote, thinking about all that. The Brandi said it perfectly. That everything is moving so fast, and I come home to a house by myself, and I think at the end of the day, we're all coming back to our own thoughts and to the pictures and images that are playing along in our head from what all we've consumed in the days that are passing so quickly. So I wrote this poem, giving myself permission to slow down and to be present in everything. Savor the sun warming my skin. The feeling of days breaking from spring into summer. Savor in all its forms, love, stretching my expressions, breathing a little deeper to receive. Savor the bitter dissonance of pain for everything it's saying, all it teaches, how it's connecting us. Savor solitude and the keeping of my own company. How time seems to slow into its rightful pace. Thanks for letting me share that little piece.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Asha.
Thanks. Thanks.
I love your backdrop, by the way. That's gorgeous.
Plants keep me company.
Beautiful. None of my plants are in my thing. Maybe I should. Like, they're literally all
We gotta
behind my
we gotta
laptop.
get Asha back over here. Like, that's not.
Yeah, someday.
Well, actually, no. Asha's in the good place. We have to just get where Asha
You
is.
should come where, I can bunk you guys up. I'll cook.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have to go to Asha, not the other way around.
Can help.
Asha, that was beautiful.
It was.
Thanks, guys.
We can't wait to have you back again. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to it. Bye.
Mercy. Well,
oh, mercy, mercy me.
I wanted to play that at the beginning of it, but I didn't want to get shut down because YouTube be tripping. That's another part about the Fred and Kirk celebration.
That was dope.
It was super dope, but man, some of them joints they should let rock out. Like some of them joints was like, no. What you're not gonna do is cut Melodies of Heaven short. That plays until.
I thought that too.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
not doing that. You're not cutting You Are the Living Word out, bro.
You are the living.
Did they do that? I missed some of it, so I was like literally waiting for that song.
They held back no jam except My Desire. They didn't play My Desire. That was the only jam they held back.
But who won?
They left that out.
Yeah.
But they definitely did like the songs that I was definitely hoping for. It was only a few that was left out, so like, you know how people be complaining because they didn't get the one thing out of all the 10 other things that they wanted.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like Fred's best album, Purpose by Design, is all jams. So they could have played that whole album and been great. But I understood that they had to get the crazy.
Did he play Your Lord of the Harvest?
No, I know. But they have too many songs though. If they play all their songs, they'd still be going right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even joking.
We ain't got nothing but time. I mean, that's not true anymore.
Here if they kept playing their jams. But all that aside, we have a special guest. Is this Common Hymnal's Rookie of the Year
Oh,
coming up? Is this Rookie of the Year coming up? It has to be, right?
I don't know who's coming up. D.
who's
Well-
coming up? Tell us the narrative, D.
I am very happy.
Go ahead, build a narrative.
I'm going to build a narrative. I'm very happy to introduce this next person to you. Next person, whose name is Jackie Johnny May / Jackie Harris. I don't know what she wants to be called by, but when I met her, she was Jackie Harris, and then she started going by Johnny May because she wanted to be a superstar. But
It is a fly stage name.
I'll tell you the story of how I met Jackie. I was driving down the street to Chicago one day. I was going to a local Walmart, and it was pouring rain outside. It was a torrential thunderstorm, and I looked over to the corner of the Walmart, and there was this girl in this trench coat just shaking and shivering in the cold rain with a cup. And I said, like, who is that? So I went over and she started singing. And her song was so beautiful that I said, I
Lie.
Wait, you gotta come out so we can see you,
gotta
Jackie.
go on the screen,
Ooh.
Wait, was he lying?
She said you lie.
Yeah.
He was building a narrative.
Oh my gosh, dude! You had me for a hot second.
I'm creating a narrative, guys. Y'all have to let me build my narrative so that people can hear about
We
our
just said
song.
build a narrative and
Trying to
then
take us to the next level. We need stories.
He literally just tried to make himself sound like Clive Davis.
That's
Like you tried to make it sound you were LaFace Records.
No.
You are not L.A. Reid.
Jackie, where did we meet? Was it a grip thing? Was it a legacy thing? Was it a poetry thing? What was it?
It was a poetry thing. And I actually don't remember the first time we met each other. I just know who I met you through.
Ito.
Ito.
Ito Han. Oh, it was whenever Spoken Life Project was at New Life for the first time. That's when we met, I believe. Whenever it was, that was almost 10 years ago that I've known Jackie. And we lost sort of contact for a little while, and then in the last year or some change, we started just saying hey again, seeing each other around the city again. And she is one of the newest folks to come into the Common Hymnal family. We love her. We're glad to have her. She's an amazing singer, songwriter, and human being in person. She's working on a project that's going to be flame, diddly flame, and she's about to sing an incredible song for us now. Jackie, you want us to stay on? You want to be Johnny May or Jackie A? B, do you want us to stay on while you sing? It's like you have to. There's a lot that you have to figure out as a superstar. Like, what do you want to do? This is the big leagues.
I don't like you, D.
So I would love it if you guys stayed on.
Okay.
And I haven't figured out that whole name thing, little identity issues going on right now with the whole name thing. But yeah, just call me Jackie for now. Yeah. So I have music and I'm supposed to play the music and the music works, but I feel like I'm supposed to be singing it without it.
Beautiful.
For some reason. So hope you guys can bear with me in that. I guess I just feel like I want you all and the people that are listening to be able to soak in it the way that I do. Yeah. Because I think when I hear, or even when I sing my own songs, I feel like the same way I feel when I'm listening to someone else, because I feel like it was something given to me, not something I created. And so, yeah, I hope that this would somehow lift y'all. Because you can only walk heavy for so long, So I hope in some way that it lifts you and lingers for the rest of the week, because I've been one of those people that have been numb, not really feeling anything just because it's been like every year something's happening. And so actually, I think I broke between one of these songs or poems that was read for the first time, actually. And I think that was kind of like what shifted me a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do without the music because it just doesn't feel right. So, you guys ready? Yeah? Okay, cool. I want to abide in your love, delight in you, adoring you, abide in your love, remain in me, and I in you. Abide, abide, abide. Delight, delight, delight. I have arrived, lost in your light, eternal glow in the overflow. Abide in your love, remain in me, and I in you. Abide, abide, abide. Delight, delight, delight. Pour out your spirit, God. I wanna be yours. Dwell in your secret place. Take me beyond the door. Abide, abide. Oh, delight, delight, delight. Remain in me, and I in you. Remain in me, and I in you. Remain in me, and I in you. Abide.
Like somebody just sang me a lullaby.
Hmm,
So
that
gorgeous.
was
Beautiful.
such a struggle. I feel like this is the first time that I've felt anything this week. Like, I feel like all of this has just felt like a movie I've been watching. And then I think after somebody prayed, I just started crying. I was like, oh my goodness, feeling everything all at one time. Just the anxiety of people that I know and love, wondering if they're okay, thinking about the things that they don't convey to you, like the random runs to the store at night, just to, grab a drink or some chips, or, going from your friend's house back home, the small things. And I just started feeling anxiety about every bit of all that all at once. So yeah, that was a struggle, but I hope that lingers with you guys through the week.
That was beautiful, Jackie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, my
Guys,
phone has been going nuts. Things are going crazy here in Minneapolis. Um, can y'all just pray for the Twin Cities? Just keep us in prayer because for those of you that don't know, um, there was a peaceful protest led actually by a lot of church leaders from around the city, and they were walking down a closed highway. All the interstates were shut down and barricaded actually, and a semi truck drove through and attempted. From what I'm hearing, it's not confirmed yet if it was like on purpose or not, but it's hard to not think when the highway was barricaded um, and try to hit people in a semi truck just a few hours ago, and no one was hurt, thankfully, except for the truck driver, because people started to take action. Um, it's not okay. It's just not.
Yeah. Yeah. Praying for y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's
Thinking of
it's
y'all.
everywhere now, so we're praying for like all of you. It's every city, I feel like now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Um, Brandy, I think. Sorry to keep it going. I know if we gotta shut down, let me know. Just give me this. Wrap it
We're
up.
actually under an hour for the first time ever.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to draw it out, but I just want to thank Brandy. Because I know that you weren't sure of what to say, but what you said was exactly what needed to be said. You said something that spoke to me about having discipline on going to social media, when to go on and when to go off. And I want to thank you for that because that can literally drive us insane. And just hearing this last song from Jackie is a reminder that we can abide in Facebook, we can abide in Twitter, we can abide in Instagram. And it's important to know what's going around us, and it's important to stand up for justice in our city and to understand, but we need to abide in Him. And in everything that we do, we need to step out representing the God of justice. Um, so that spoke to me. I don't know if it spoke to anyone else.
That was beautiful.
Hey, can I pop in and say something real quick?
Go for it.
Um, Something that came to mind while I was talking to my roommate, um, who's a teacher. She's white girl that works in a predominantly Black neighborhood, and we were talking, and I was telling. She was like, I'm just done crying, kind of like how what Dee expressed, and she was just like, just like I want to know what I need to do, like what needs to happen. Like I literally don't have any more tears. Excuse me. She just found out that one of her students was killed last night in all of this, and I was like, with all of the outpour that's going on, with all of the support and all of the love that I'm seeing for the first time behind a Black body being killed, I think that it's most.
I think we lost Jackie. Um,
Shoot.
I think we lost Jackie.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, let's. I think unless she comes back, let's go ahead and close out, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and for hanging out with us, and for feeling with us, and just being here, being present. Um, we gave y'all the raw, we gave y'all the real, and it wasn't a show. And
AC and Gabby and Brittany and all of us for being in the Zoom because
yeah.
I know it's heavy on all of us and
Hmm.
like I the only reason I was late is because I was literally not wanting to do anything else. I've been doing so like yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I've been doing, but I thank you guys for being just for being here, and it's good
Yeah.
to be together, even if it's just over a computer. Good to see your faces and
Same.
Absolutely. We'll
guys.
see y'all next time. And next week, we're going to have a theme song. So that's
Yeah.
going to be nice. If we can get to it.
Let's do it.
We should.
A nice little amp opening up number, instead of
Oh,
hearing us ramble and act like we didn't know we were about to go live. So that's what's nice, you guys. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Love y'all.
It's a cyber soiree.
Hey.
Time to party.